OK Auto sponsored Chevrolet. Ted Chafee alongside with the R&R General Repair. Hotel Central sponsored Chevrolet. Going the 12th and final, it's car number 64 for Rich Heberger, the DJ Service Center, LaFlamme Auto Body. And going scratch on the field, Tony Parker and the Luigi's Restaurant sponsored Oldsmobile.
Well, there's your starting field, folks. They're set to go racing. 20 laps to distance, second feature event of the evening. Danny Cordaway picks the field up in turn number 4. Green flag is out. They shift him up through the gears and the race is on. Dean Click down on the inside. Joe Cambino on the outside. Then it's Eric Webster in the 9 car. Somewhat bottled in up front. Everybody trying to improve. Tony Macrino on the outside with the 13X. Crazy Charlie on the inside with the 52. A lot of bumper banging, paint swapping, rearranging the sheet metal work going on through the turns. Running awful tight. Now they settle down a bit on the 300-foot long back straightaway. We have 1 lap complete. Soon it should be 2 up on the scoreboard. Eddie Reed, car number 27, last week's feature winner, running in the middle of the pack, celebrating his birthday. A lot of incentive to win here tonight. Young man from Waterford, doing extremely well over the last couple of weeks. Meanwhile, out front, it's a rookie covering the field. Joe Cambino out front with car number 83. The nephew of Johnny Cambino, paying attention to the king. Learning his lessons well, has the car pretty well set up. Meanwhile, back in the back, it's Dean Click running in that 3rd spot, being challenged by the 38 of Bud Kuehne. Down the backstretch, they shuffle the deck. Kenny Cassidy on the move with car number 11. He comes to the outside. He's up to the 4th spot in closing. Six laps completed. At least that's what we read on the scoreboard. It might be 5. It is 6 laps completed, so the scoreboard a little bit difficult to read. A couple of the bulbs that burned out. Bob Lozniak on the inside. Looks as though he's coasting around with the 66X. Meanwhile, you lead her down to complete lap number 7 as Joe Cambino looking for his first ever feature win. Some of the heavy hitters stuck back in traffic. Eight laps shown as complete, 12 laps to go. For the most part, the field staying tightly bunched. 2 and 3 wide through the turns. Johnny Cambino, 2-time feature winner in the limited ranks, moving his way up through the field, trying to catch up with the front runners. Problems back in the pack. Everybody scrambles, looking for higher ground. Danny Green gets a little contact through the turns. Now they start stacking them up like cordwood, and we see tires and debris all over the racetrack in turn 1. Fryer underneath car number 23. Danny Cordaway with the green flag in hand. He lets it fly, and we're on our way once again. Joe Cambino being chased down by at least a half a dozen cars. Everybody stays glued to his back bumper. It's going to be a tall order for him to win this one, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. Halfway marker is out. 10 down, 10 to go. Bud Kuehne hot on his heels. Out of a 38, now running in the 2nd spot is Cambino. That's Johnny Cambino, gets in trouble off the backstretch. Car number 7 goes around. Car is rolling, but the caution is coming out. Kenny Cassidy, both are at the back, both more than capable. Let's see what happens on the restart. Green is out. Joe Cambino now has the 38 of Bud Kuehne alongside. Side by side, the top 4 rows stay glued together. This one's a long way from being over. Let's see what the rookie can do on the inside is Bud Kuehne. Motors around the outside with car number 38. Gambino not about to throw in the towel, continues the battle. Bud Kuehne came into the event 11th in the point standings. A win tonight will help improve his standings. But Ernie LaRose also looking for a win with the 22E. He's up front into the second spot. While Wolfinger takes an excursion in turn 2, brings it back down nicely. Meanwhile, back out on the racetrack, Bud Kuehne down to complete lap number 13. A couple of drivers back in the pack being warned. Johnny Gambino and Kenny Cassidy, 2 drivers with a mission. Gain as many spots as you can, folks. That's the name of the game. Get as close to the front before the checker comes out. Gambino went into the event 3rd in the point standings. Kenny Cassidy sitting 10th in points. So both have a lot to gain if they can improve their standings, at least into the top 7 or 8 or even 9 or 10. Every point counts, especially at the end of the season. The Topper engine, sure, Max Construction, Cliff's Garage, number 38 out in front. Car really appears to be hooked up. Problems in turn 3 and 4. Looks to be the 9 Connecticut. Green flag comes out rather quickly. Let's see if Bud Kuehne can pick up where he left off out in front. Kuehne pedaling hard, has the edge. The battle is for second. Ernie LaRose on the inside, Eddie Reed Jr. on the outside. Little paint being swapped sideways off that 4th turn. That cost Eddie Reed valuable property as Ernie LaRose motors into the number 2 position. A good run going for that young man out of Plainfield, Connecticut. Reed not content, now battling back on the inside. The battle continues for second between Reed on the inside and LaRose on the outside.
Bud Kuehne with about a 3-car length advantage over second place runner Ed Reed Jr. Reed once again taking over control of the second position. Ronnie Aggiolo now up to the 3rd spot with the 22 of Ernie LaRose now back to 4th. He's being challenged by the 50L of Louis Belisle. For the final time out of turn number 4 as the 38 of Bud Kuehne looks to pick up the win. Ed Reed Jr. settling for the runner-up position. As we got a car in trouble, looks so it's the 11 of Ken Cassidy as he looks to smoke the tires over turn number 1. Cassidy putting on quite a smoke show over in turn number 2 as Joe Golis looking to go down trackside as we're
welding. Cliff's Garage, number 38, finally finding the directions to victory lane. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 20-lap Limited Sportsman feature event. You know, Bud, we've had this talk a couple of times about meeting here. It's about time you held up your end of the bargain.
I'm just glad everything went good tonight. Thank all the sponsors, Schumack Construction, Henderson Auto Body.
Cliff's Garage, you got Ray's Welding, Topper's Engine.
Most of all, the owner, Ray Downing.
You know, Ray gave up the ride last year. You've been giving that car a good run week in and week out. Can we look for that effort to continue?
You got it. Every week I'm going to try to be up here.
You know, it's got to be a pretty fun thing to win a feature event, go back into pit area and celebrate. Where's the party tonight?
Probably at my house.
Oh, I'll be there. How about it, folks? As Ray Downing's car with Bud Kuehne on board finally finds victory lane, and he says it's party time in Clinton as the number 38 is down here in victory lane.